Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to show you now how to create a new assignment. So first thing I'm going to do is just to make it a little easier to see what's going on here. I'm going to select this category and I'm going to select announcements. And what that's going to do is it's going to filter by announcements and all of its subcategories. Okay, so I can actually see announcements and guidance, and that one's clinic, and some of these different categories. If I wanted to see just the guidance announcements, I can click on guidance, and then it'll filter and it'll show just the guidance announcements. So I'm going to go back to all announcements because I'm going to create a general announcement here for the summer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the new button up here. I could also have done this from the control panel and click new item. That'll get me to the same place. And at this point, I'm going to put in a title, so I'm going to call this Summer Hours. And I'm going to leave the category here as announcements. I could select a different category. I could make this pages or whatever. This is a general purpose editor. But I'm just going to leave this as a general purpose announcement and put it in the announcements category. And under tags, you can use tags if you want on things. There's different ways to handle that later on. I'm not going to tag this one. Featured items, I'm going to click yes on this because I want it to show up in the rotator box at the top of the web page rather than just in the body of the announcements. And it is published, so I'm going to put yes here. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into my announcement source. You might get an announcements text from the website, from the Announcement Central site. You might have people that email them to you. I have an announcement actually that someone emailed to me, and I'm going to copy and paste this information into the site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the text that I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to copy it there, go back here into my web browser. Now, I'm not just going to paste because if I just plain paste here, it's going to get all sorts of word formatting in it and it's going to make the web page look a little disgusting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click in the body area here and I'm going to click on paste as plain text. We always want to paste as plain text when we paste from any sort of application that has any sort of formatting. So from Word or Outlook or a website or any place that has any formatting attached with it. So I right clicked, I've got the paste as plain text, and I'm going to do Control V on my keyboard as it says to paste that in, and it's going to insert that text. Now you will need to go back in and make edits if you need to do that. So, okay, so I've edited my announcement. You notice you have editor buttons here. I'll come back and do a little more in-depth tutorial on some of the buttons and how to add photos and stuff, but that's my basic announcement for right now. Now over here on the right hand side under author publishing status, right now I'm logged in as the super user. You can change that to whoever you want. You can also put an announcement in here from whoever. The access level you leave it public. That means that anybody who views the site can see it. Registered means that only registered users can see it. We're really not using that on the site at this time. Creation date you can leave. Start publishing date, if you want to publish start today, right now, you just leave it because that's the date and time that the article was created. Otherwise, if you want to post date your announcement, you can set the date to whatever you want. And the finishing date, I'm going to go ahead and actually set this. So I'm clicking on the little calendar icon here, and I'm going to go to let's see, school starts up on September 3rd, so I'm going to actually just go here. So the 30th, we should be done with the announcement. Now I can also, if I want to have a specific time in here, I can put the time in the format that's in the above. Meta information, these are used by search engines. You can enter a description and keywords specific to this article if you want. Not all search engines use those. And these options down here change how this shows up in different views on the website. At this point, we're just leaving these because we're taking care of the formatting at the category level rather than the individual item level. So leave those two alone. So the only thing you really should need to change is going to be up here in the publishing area. At that point, I'm done with this article, so I'm going to save and close. If I have more announcements, sometimes I sit down and do 10 announcements at one time and post date them and stuff. I'll just click Save and New. That'll bring me right back here to this page, and we can create a new one. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Close at this point. Alright, so there it is now, summer hours. It is a featured item and it's published on the website. Here's the start and end publishing dates. Now I'm going to go ahead and check this on my website. So this other tab that I had set up here has my announcements. You'll notice there are 3 right now. It's not going to show up until I refresh the page. Some categories have a 15-minute delay on them before announcements actually go live on the site, so that gives you a few minutes if you've messed up something to go back and fix it before it actually starts showing up on the site. Also means that if you want to see how it looks, it might not show up instantly either. So I've refreshed the page, and now you'll see I have 4 announcements here, and it will come through as, there you go, summer office hours.